Be Terrific, official coverage of CES 2017.
Welcome back, Terrifics. Lest you think we've made our way to the Mandalay Bay Shark exhibit, you're mistaken. We're still at the Las Vegas Convention Center, high atop Central Hall on the grand balcony. This is BeTerrific. I'm Michael Arts. This is your official media partner, BeTerrific, at BeTerrific TV on all social media. A lot of you are in a Slack chat. Digital Phil is watching in the great state of Texas. What's up, Digital Phil? Paul Dixon in the UK. How you doing, buddy? What is going on? And of course, we've got CJ in Texas, JC in New Jersey. Hi, JC. How you doing? Of course, we've got Jenny in Finland. And we've got another guest on set. Jason Aaron still holding down the fort with me. How you doing?
Listen, I don't know. Where'd you go? I mean, you disappear on me all the time.
I was just making sure our guests were coming and we were settled.
No,
and we
great.
had our
Listen, I'm just playing with you, but we
Facebook Live second screen experience going, and I wanted to make sure that was sounding good and looking good as well.
People checking us out on Facebook today?
We can check it out on Facebook, on the BeTerrific Facebook page. We've got the Live View Facebook Live video booth. First time ever.
Amazing. And what you missed, Resound, amazing hearing aids for those who...
I need those. Resound is an unbelievable hearing aid.
I must tell you that I feel like I need a hearing aid with the amount of noise going on in the background.
We've got Nicholas here from Liberty Mutual. And Nicholas and you are wearing very similar coats. I like
we are.
it. It's
We
very
are.
nice.
Thank you. Suit Supply.
It's a good color.
Yeah, it's brown. You know, it's the
So you're with Liberty Mutual, and you know, a lot of times I think people are afraid of insurance companies. They get nervous, and they don't really love insurance. But I like insurance. You know why? Because the bottom line is, if somebody takes all this stuff tonight while we're not here, tomorrow's broadcast is not going to be as great. But the bottom line is,
at least I get paid for it.
It will all be replaced. And not because I have to dig deep into my pocket. And the same thing with car accidents and fires at homes. So insurance is really something that's important. And health insurance and car insurance and homeowners insurance and renters insurance, business insurance, it goes on and on. But you guys are doing something to make insurance much more fun, engaging, interactive, and also rewarding.
Absolutely. So, we share your enthusiasm for insurance. And ultimately, one of the things we're trying to do is work with our customers so that they can share the same enthusiasm that we have for it. So one of the things that we're doing is we've actually are announcing here at CES today the new Highway Hero Safe Driving Try Before You Buy discount program right here. So ultimately, what this is about is giving customers an opportunity to participate in these programs that we offer in a highly gamified way to save up to 25% off of their auto insurance with Liberty Mutual. The idea is customers in most of the world today with insurance, if you want to get a quote, what ends up happening is you call an agent, you say, hey, I'd like to, find out how much it would cost to insure my automobile. And they get a number, and the only way that they can really change how much that number costs is by calling another insurance company. And so what we're trying to do is give more control to customers to allow them to save money based on how well they actually drive. So for example, if you're a fantastic driver and you go and you use this app, you download it on Android or iOS, what you get the chance to do is drive over a 14-day period, try it out. It's a kind of a try before you buy discount program. See how much savings you can earn, and ultimately save up to 25%, and ultimately switch to Liberty Mutual if you perform well.
Wait, time out. So this is what I'm hearing. You will take this in the car with you, and it will actually track your driving.
Yeah. So what it does is there's a lot of technology actually in here. So what's happening is you download the app, and it uses the sensors, the gyroscopes, the accelerometers on the phone, and the GPS to say, did you have a hard brake, a hard acceleration, and ultimately say,
now listen.
Well, wait a second. Can't anybody,
I
I drive very different with my 3-year-old in the car than when I'm alone.
Yeah.
I mean,
put yourself on notice for 2 weeks.
Drive really good for 10 days?
So there's a question of, can you game the system? Can you, be on your best behavior over a period of time? And so what we found is actually, really quickly, people fall into their patterns of normal driving. It's almost like a fingerprint. You have a style, and there's a way where you could try to drive a little bit better, but you know what? We actually want you to do that. We want you to try to drive better and try to game it, because ultimately what you're doing is being more conscious of how well you drive, and we'd love to coach you so you drive better.
And just out of curiosity, does it have a speed monitor?
It's not something that we use in terms of anything we do in insurance, but it does tell you how you're comparing to the speed limit, more for your own information. We don't do anything with it.
Oh, so that wouldn't affect my insurance rate, how fast I drive?
Absolutely not.
Really?
It does not.
Okay, then I could do this.
Yeah.
Now wait.
Now ultimately the idea is we want you to have as smooth, as safe as possible, but there's some scenarios where actually traffic might go faster than the speed limit, and if you're actually going slower than traffic, that's not necessarily the outcome that we're looking for.
Okay, so I've had a situation when I was younger, and I was in a very fast car, and we were on the Southern State Parkway in New York. And if you've ever been on the Southern State Parkway in New York, the exit ramps and entry ramps are very, very short. And so, I mean, they were made for like horse and buggy. All right, so I had to make a maneuver where I was stopped, and I had to get on the accelerator and move over, and the car, because I had to get out of the way of cars coming, and I was supposed to get off, so I was on the exit ramp, I'm getting off, and I look I'm watching everything, and I see a car coming way too hard. I make a left, put it in first gear, and I slam on the gas, and I get out of there because there's room to go. The car behind me that was coming hard hit the car that was in front of me, and I got out of the gap.
Yep.
Now, the app would tell me probably I'm a terrible driver, but in reality, I just saved myself an accident and unfortunately didn't save other people an accident.
It's a great point. So if you think about the evolution of how these types of technologies go, they start with saying, okay, we can see how you drive today and say, all right, generally speaking, you're driving safe and that's good information, so we'll reward you with savings. The evolution in the world with Highway Heroes, we're trying to make it more fun and engaging, give badges, take inspiration from mobile games, give leaderboards, achievements, give you a chance to compete against others. And what you can find is it still doesn't accommodate every scenario. But what it is it's an evolution. And so you can imagine a world where we start to bring in contextual information, traffic, weather, and you start to be able to say, I know that particular intersection is different, and then basically tailor this type of information over time based on those type of contextual situations. And what you're seeing here today is the evolution of that. And this is the gamified, fun, engaging, drive coaching way to do that. And then we're working towards exactly what you're
Now,
talking
does this eliminate traditional risk factors? So if I want to get insurance now through Liberty Mutual and I have this app, are you still going to ask me how many tickets I've gotten, how many accidents I've been in, and all that stuff?
The way the program with Highway Hero works today is it's an overlay on top of the current insurance offering and pricing programs that you might have get when you call a customer or an agent. And so the idea is you can save additionally off of our current programs based on these.
On your own.
The program still exists, it's just savings on top of that.
Digital Phil says, how much could he actually save? Like, what's realistic? You see all these commercials on TV, a certain amount of time on the phone could save you, with a phone call, could save you 15%.
That's another company.
$500 immediately. All sorts of stuff. How much is it realistic to expect that I might save if I'm a good driver over what I'm paying now?
What I can tell you is I can't speculate how one company will compare to another, but the discount is 5 to 25% based on how well you drive, and that discount is available in 16 states. And the truth is, it's a new program that we just released and then we're announcing here at CES. So we'll be able to provide over time more information on what the average discount comes out, but the idea is you can earn up to 25% based on how well you drive, and the idea is we want customers to earn as much as possible, so we're actually trying to coach them to become safer drivers, hence the gamification and the badges and the leaderboards.
So I don't know exactly what my auto insurance is, but my auto, household, and the umbrella is $3,500 a year. Okay, so that's a good 25% off of my car. Let's say my car is probably $2,500. 25% off, that's a pretty good number. Even if it's $2,000, that's $400.
It's a big deal. This is not
$500.
This is not one of those types of programs where you're saying, hey, maybe switch, maybe save. If you drive better, you save. And we find it's a flagship program for us that we're investing a lot in because it's a real way for customers to actually take control, save real money based on how well they drive. It's meaningful and it's real. So the goal is to have people save money.
I love that you can achieve better even, and you can keep achieving and get goals. Now, are there prizes you can win too? Like if I do enough good things, or could I be the best driver in my state or the country, and I can win real things like a trophy? I mean, I want a real thing.
I want a trophy.
I want the Stanley Cup of Liberty Mutual. I want to hoist that thing up.
I'd love to know exactly what the reward is that would make you the happiest person, because that's one of the things so one of the major research aspects, we're launching this today. The value proposition that we are delivering is the coaching, the gamified experience, the way to improve your driving as well as the discount. And in the same way that you were talking about how on the off-ramp, you want it to be more tailored, more specific to that situation, absolutely you can bet that Liberty Mutual is completely researching and investigating and thinking through the ways that we can continually enhance the engagement aspect of the app. And it could be a world where the prizes aren't just the discount that is offered off Liberty Mutual, that there's other engaging rewards that we can do based on the leaderboards, based on the badges. Today, the discount value proposition is what we're offering. but love where you're going with that idea, and that is absolutely something that.
I mean, is money not good enough for you anymore? Like, I don't get it.
No, but I mean, shouldn't there be something extra? Like, I mean, even just like.
Do you have a
T-shirt
like, that you can give this guy?
Yeah, T-shirt.
If you need a T-shirt, I'm sure we can.
Thank
come
you.
up with one.
I mean, I'm saying like the Liberty Mutual Cup, something like.
Give
come
him
on.
I
like it.
Give him a pen, a tote bag.
I mean, we'll take these ideas down for our marketing. This is fantastic.
Let me ask you. CJ is asking from the flip side. I've got all these sensors in my car, 10 cameras, all that stuff. Is there a point where you think you'll start reading that information, both for good and for bad? So, number one, you'll read it to detect that situation I described, that I actually did the right thing. I saved myself an accident. Again, unfortunately, maybe not somebody else. Or maybe in some cases, I saved everybody an accident. And then will you also look at it and go, hey, at this point, this guy was just driving too fast, too reckless, whatever, and maybe we need to relook at his policy.
So, ultimately, all of the programs that we have, Liberty Mutual has several driving-based programs. So we have Highway Hero, which is a discount for potential customers. We have Right Track, which is a discount for customers who we have that are with us. And then we have a program called Buy Mile, which is a per-mile insurance program that they pay as they go for customers who don't want to pay for it when they're not using it. Ultimately, the Safe Driving program is a discount benefit-only program. Customers only can get a discount, and everybody saves. So there's only a reward. There is no surcharge. There's no increase in premium. Customers get a benefit only. And the idea that you're mentioning that connected cars have data, absolutely. We have mobile phones. We have devices that plug into the diagnostic port that can read information. And here at CES, we know that there's a ton of connected vehicles coming out, and we are absolutely aware that those vehicles can produce the same type of information to produce these driving results. But it's a discount-only program that is a pure savings opportunity for our customers.
So you're not spying on us.
We're using the information that's resulted from your trips to provide you savings.
Right. But not the other way. It's not, hey, you drove too fast on Saturday night.
It's quite literally a benefit-only program. Now, based on how you drive, you might earn less of a discount, but everybody still gets a discount.
That is awesome. I like this guy. We got to keep Nick around more.
Hey,
By the way, do you do business insurance this way too?
Well, I have some colleagues in our business insurance. I'd be happy to put you in touch
But I mean, we got to gamify that. We should gamify everything.
I agree.
Hey,
how did you guys come up with this idea?
So what we've learned through our long history in doing these driving-based programs is that customers had a desire to have more control over how much they pay for insurance. And people would say, I'm a good driver. Can't you really see that and reflect me? And it was a fairness question of, can't you really just give me a price based on how well I drive? So that dawned the driving-based safe driving programs that we've evolved to today. And the idea was that was a powerful value proposition. A significant portion of our customers want to participate in this. It's a majority. Like, people want to do this. And it's one of our highest net promoter programs at the company. And so the idea is that it's been such a compelling proposition to do that. We're saying, all right, well, how do we make it even better? And the idea is to take that information beyond providing the discount and make it more fun and engaging and use that information to help actually people drive better. So the idea is it's an evolution of saying, people like that, how do I make them even have more fun with it and coach them and teach them so that they can be even better? And so that's how the Highway Hero idea came about.
And I know that insurance is always based on statistics, and it's crazy spreadsheets, and there are people who specialize in just figuring out ratios and odds and all sorts of stuff. I mean, it's almost like Vegas bookmaker. So it's kind of apropos that we're here in Vegas talking about this. But I mean, how hard is it to create an app that calculates all that and then also takes into account your good driving and everything? I mean, it had to have taken you guys a while to create this.
It does. It's a lot, and it's taken a long time and a lot of investment, a lot of really hardworking people who care about this deeply at our company. So my entire team, they're passionate about this. They come to work every day. They like their jobs. I love my job. You mentioned you like insurance. Not everybody does. I do. I actually love to go to work in the morning. But creating programs where you take all of this driving information, do it in a way that's reliable through a smartphone, offer that to customers, and we're a state-regulated industry in insurance. So we go to each state and explain to them what we're doing, and they approve it or they have feedback for us on it. And it takes a lot of energy to be able to do that, but we're committed to this. One of our big mottos is helping customers worry less. As a company, we really want to actually have people drive better, live happier lives, and being able to put all those pieces together in that environment is challenging, but we want to do it, we love doing it, and we love to make it as simple for customers as possible, while on the back end it's really complicated for us.
Nick, thank you so much from Liberty Mutual. Very exciting stuff. I really like it. Find out more on libertymutual.com.
Absolutely.
Find out more on libertymutual.com. I love it. Thanks for joining us in our submarine. I think we're going to surface while we send it to Andrea Fasano, who's roaming around the floor of the Las Vegas Convention Center. We'll be back with a whole lot more from here after that. Stay with us. You are the Terrifics. You make BeTerrific special.
BeTerrific, official coverage of CES 2017.